Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea, Episode 2. When we left off last time, we put the Lutece particle in the Fontaine building. We floated this thing on up. As expected, Atlas Fontaine betrayed us. He threatened a transorbital lobotomy, and Elizabeth just left him all with the pick mostly through, I think it might have been just about like all the way through her skull. But then he brought in Sally and threatened to do it to her. So, we're going to go find his ace in the hole, and he's probably still going to kill us, but Elizabeth came here for a reason, so let's see what we've got. Okay. And I don't have any weapons, apparently, which makes sense. He had her captive for 2 weeks trying to get information out of her, so of course he would have taken all the weapons. Couture, because you're not one of them. Time-saving wonders. That's kind of gruesome that you're just hanging out here at the counter with this dead guy next to you. Okay, I think that's where I need to go, right? Yeah. So let's just peek around here real quick. I don't think there's anything, but... Nope. Alright then. Away we go. Suchong's free clinic.
Suchong? What the hell were you thinking? Drinkable plasmids? We're burning through 10 times the amount of atom compared to the injectables. And if you fail to notice, them sea slugs ain't exactly growing on trees. Switch back to the injectables and let the eggheads in marketing worry about selling it to the chumps.
Hydraulic fluids and gases within drill cause subject to become unreliable, unstable. Launching option to be removed from drill in future models. Are these just suits, or are these guys? What did we have? There was text, and I keep missing it. Oh, same thing. Okay. Just hitting it from the other side. Imprinting solution not found in genetics. What, the hair sample didn't help him? There it is. No genetic link. No goddamn causality. Well, sorry it didn't work out for you, Suchong. Vita Chamber Project. A combination of plasmids reconstructed within a field of quantum entanglement results in fantastical restoration properties. I have fast-tracked this project for immediate mass production and distribution throughout Rapture. This completes Stage 1. Note, all chambers must be tuned to Andrew Ryan's specific genetic frequency before proceeding with distribution. Oh. What's wrong? Poor Masha and Lita.
Alright. Let's see here what we could do.
Mr. Monster's mean. Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? can you just move a little bit for me? Don't... I don't know how to help you. I don't.
Scary.
No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some... I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something?
They don't know, Elizabeth. They're just little girls.
Look who I'm asking.
So wait, they're scared of him here, and the imprinting has been unsuccessful. Is that what it is? Is Elizabeth going to find a way to imprint them so that they run to the Big Daddies for protection? Is that how we save them? Okay, let's head back here and grab... It looked like there were maybe pieces just hanging out. Something might be useful. Not the hair. Room beyond this? Yeah, what about this thing?
Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Alright. Nothing here. We can't access that one. Let's just roam around everywhere we've been to see if there's anything we can grab now. Alright, I guess we step into the room beyond him. But we can't get around him. Well, okay, I need to look more thoroughly, I suppose. Anything in here? Okay. Clearly I'm missing something. Do we have any vents anywhere? Ah.
If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
Okay. That was what we needed. So we gotta find a way to convince the girls and the Big Daddy to be friends.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay.
sick.
It's okay, please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
Oh, and this is how it happens, huh? Aw, friends.
The lion with the thorn in its paw.
leave you guys to it. Oh, that's fish. Okay. I saw these shadows and I was concerned, but then I realized one was moving like some sort of aquatic creature. Cognitive conversion. Subject to undergo a series of reconditioning therapies. All therapies have been outlined in Notebook 22A. Strict guidelines have been provided.
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Suchong.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck.
No, please.
Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
No. No.
Oh,
Very good.
terrible.
Suchong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
Clinical trial. Protector system. Plasmid lot 255. Dr. Suchong. Client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage is just another forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... Sure. Sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit!
Uh-oh. Now you've done it.
What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Don't abuse little children. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. Don't attack me. Okay. Oh.
There's the ace.
Well, this is the room we saw, but first... Anything back here? This might just be the way we exit through, but in case it isn't... Enter wall.
I can't leave without the ace.
Okay, yep.
If
so
I
this
don't
is what we
find
go
it, then all
after.
of this would have been for nothing.
Alright, what do we got?
This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
What was it? What? It just looked like a bunch of letters and it didn't spell anything. What was it? Share with us, Elizabeth. Okay, I do want to go in the wall, but first... Alright, looks like the wall's gonna be our only exit. Okay. Well, these are terrifying. I don't like these creepy little statues. was Sally.
Hey, sister. Over here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, and there's the rest of Rapture, right? So, the particle just brought it even with Rapture, didn't float it all the way up, huh? Okay.
Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
Let it go. Alright, only option is to just give it to him, so fine. Here you go.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. We both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
Oh!
Yeah. What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish.
Yep. No, I'm sure it's got a hit.
What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say?
It says, would you kindly?
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours.
Yeah!
I chose Rapture.
Living there is the lollipop. I'll go there soon with Mr. Bubbles, and we'll search the place for
A man chooses. A slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are their savior.
You get away! Ben!
You little nothing!
I can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Oh, yeah, this I remember.
On the day, mon amour, demanda tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
credits roll. Okay. That was pretty fantastic. It sucks that she died. Because Elizabeth is fantastic. She's awesome. But, you know, she chose this. This is what she chose because she knows, ultimately, Sally will be saved. All right. I really enjoyed that. I love the tie-in between Columbia and Rapture. This was a ton of fun. Well, certainly quite a fun, enjoyable game. I'd recommend playing it. Certainly an experience. Yeah, now I really want to go back and play Bioshock again. And I've never played Bioshock 2, so I need to play that also just to get the full experience here. But yeah, that's a very satisfying conclusion. It makes the whole story complete. And it just makes me really happy seeing that it's the ending with the little sisters saved. I don't know what happens if you choose to harvest the little sisters. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'd have to ask. My sister played it, and she did harvest all of them, so I should ask her what kind of ending you get. But I felt too evil doing that. But, I mean, is it the same either way? There's an amount of little sisters that survive, or is it only if you choose not to harvest them? In which case, they're making that be the canon ending for Bioshock 1. I like that better. That they want people to be compassionate to the little sisters.
See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers.
I did really like her voice acting. She's got a fantastic voice, Elizabeth.
Just remember when a dream.
And Rosalind Lutece as well. She's Jennifer Hale, and she's actually an extremely prolific voice actor. She's all over the place. She's I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic as well as this right now, and she's the voice of Bastila, so I thought that's pretty cool. And then I read that she's also the voice of Shepard, if you play a female Shepard in the Mass Effect series. So it's just, I like when a familiar voice pops up. Although I didn't realize it first when I heard Lutece. It just seemed kind of familiar, but I couldn't think from where. So I looked her up, and then she's everywhere.
Just remember till you're home again. You belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too. And blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain.
What a lovely voice she has.
Just remember till you're home again. You belong to me. Yeah?
Alright. Well, I do want to go ahead and keep letting the credits roll. Well, it takes a lot of people to make a game, huh? What? All of these people contributed? And it certainly was an enjoyable game to play, so we gotta give them their moment. Now, what shall I do after this? Much as I do want to play Bioshock again, and then right into Bioshock 2, I really need to get around to playing System Shock 2. I feel like I need to stretch further back to get more at the roots of all of this. So I think that is probably what I'll do. And I know I said before that that's what I was going to do next, and then I didn't get around to it. But I do think that that's the logical next step after this. And then I'll have to decide after that if I want to do Bioshock 1 and 2 or not. They won't have Elizabeth. That's a strike against him.
Always hot and hurry like a rat in a race. Life can fly by at such a frantic pace. Need to freeze the moment, put your worries on ice. We got a plan for you, that's just the spice.
She's probably one of my favorite video game characters.
Relax. Be cooler than the coolest cats. When things heat up, don't be a fool. With old man winter, you can keep your cool.
Feeling hot under the collar? Stay frosty with the plasmid that lets you enjoy life at a cool pace.
And I really liked the back and forth between Suchong and Fink. They're looking at each other, trying to steal each other's secrets, but both disdainful of each other. Booker's a pretty interesting character, too. I gotta give him that. I did like playing through the main game as Booker. And Episode 1. But there's something really exciting about, Elizabeth being just this strong secondary character throughout the main game and the first episode with you, and then suddenly, you get to be Elizabeth in Episode 2. I mean, how can you not be excited about that? I like her a little better than Booker, but I would imagine it would be hard not to. I mean, she's so resilient and continues to hold on to hope despite everything being said against her. And how can you not like Elizabeth? It is. In all its beauty. Oh, and there's the plane. A city under the sea, it's a fantastical idea, and it would be kind of an awesome sight. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is, but I don't know if I could actually, and I think I would be terrified knowing that there was that much water above and all around me, and that if anything went wrong, I was just going to drown. I think I'd be a little too scared. Alright, so that is Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea Episode 2. As always, please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Head on back to my main channel. There's all kinds of other great Let's Plays. There's a ton of finished ones. There's a bunch in process, and there's more to come. So keep an eye out.